Saints. Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. There's the stiff arm. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's 4th down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Lutz is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's He's got some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Looks like he can win every battle.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here we go, Cam.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
So Dalton now. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Sanders on first down.
Down inside the 40.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 31 yards.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Saints 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Dalton. He gets it to Thomas. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Madden. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 14.
50 Vikings, 50 Vikings.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding up.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
44.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Kamara. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Andy Dalton. This is caught. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Lutz with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. Separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter. Makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the running, the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And some room to work.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Dalton's throw complete there to Johnson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Dalton. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Dalton. This is Smith with a grab. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's do or die for Dalton. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown to